Once again, motherfucker, it is on.
Hello.
It is on. Welcome again to another week, another edition of the Sepsiss Show. Why did my monitor shut off? Saw that?
Know. Yeah, what is that?
That's not good. That's all I know. Welcome to the show, everyone. If you are new here, we would appreciate it if you followed the band. We are a hard rock and heavy metal band from Manchester, New Hampshire. If you didn't know, this is one of a variety of our many pages on the interwebs. And this is a podcast, a talk show, or a combination of both. And our programs in the past combined together in one show. We cover topics, of course, about music, bands, the music industry. And when I say the music industry, we cover topics that deal with the various departments of the music industry. Like we cover topics about social media, advertising. We host conversations about, music marketing, anything from streaming to playlisting, how to pitch your music, radio, record deals, court cases, music business, litigation, case law. So we don't just cover the music industry, like stories about your favorite rock and roll stars. We do that too, right?
Right.
We do a little bit of that, We do some of the TMZ kind of like cringy, memey internet stuff. We do that stuff too. We crawl the internet to find wacky stories. We also cover current events, social media, technology. Am I forgetting anything? That's what we do on the show.
Current events? Did you say that?
I think I said that.
Oh.
Yes, we do music, culture, art, current events. That's what this whole broadcast is about. And it's also a conversation space. So the chat is open. You guys are welcome to communicate with us. We do get busy because we have articles. Lexi, you're so tired.
Honestly, it's because I'm right next to the window, so like the rain going down the gutter as the snow melts is like.
Let the rain fall down and baby, I'm feeling to move up, fucking do your dance, baby, fucking jumping around. See?
I'm coming clean.
I don't know what the lyrics are.
You sang them.
No, I said
parts of them.
Tuna fish and a kumquat pie. I don't know what I'm talking about. I said tuna fish.
You got the melody.
Yeah, but I did say avocado, tuna fish, and a kumquat pie. Okay.
That's definitely not the lyric.
So we cover all the topics on this program that promoters and local bands and all the well-behaved people in the music industry refuse to cover because they're chicken shit. And if they were to talk about the things that we talk about here on the program, they would be paranoid and worried that they would screw up their internship and their probationary period, and they would lose their space in the imperialistic supremacy popularity contest called the music industry. And so I say, jumping around with a kumquat pie.
Pie.
And that's why we do this. So everyone can jump around with a kumquat pie. Is that what you guys like to do?
Who here likes pie? I know There's someone.
It depends what kind. I was gonna say.
Someone likes.
Yo, look at that. You saw that?
What?
You went out of focus.
Why?
Welcome back to Lexi in Focus.
Let's focus. The camera is very much me. ADHD.
Do you want a new camera? Everybody in the chat, put a 1 in the chat if it's time to get Lexi a new microphone so she can sound like me.
In the world.
See how your vocal fry doesn't, it doesn't work as well.
No.
Comes through with them thighs.
With them thighs.
Yeah, about them eyes. Oh, man. All right, let's get to some stories because people are going to think we're crazy.
Right.
So I've got this new format I'm doing.
Okay.
It's called I'm going to very calmly tap on the hyperlink.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to wait for the fucking internet to break. The new format is hopefully one that will improve the way that the multimedia loads up in all of the spam crashing content that we've chosen for the program. Basically, it doesn't matter what website we go to. They are all hacked with pop-ups and spam and AI pollution and garbage. So I'm just going to have to click on the link. And aside from praying in prayer, I'm going to have to be patient. Some people do prayer. I do patience. Okay? So I think it's more effective.
And now let us
Here we go.
Be patient.
So we're going to start off with Mashable. It's going to break the fucking internet. Watch.
What? All we see is this
comes.
ad,
And
this
it's okay.
ad is crazy.
What we got to do is we got to get used to being adorable through this process. What is this nasty shit? You see that?
Go team,
It's
go.
the end of the fucking world.
Well, this is Armageddon.
Getting the fuck out of here.
Right?
All right, hold on a second.
Who here is plotting to leave the country?
I don't know. Only for vacation. You know who's plotting to leave the country? Brother O-Dog. He's always leaving the country. And for good fucking reason. Good for you, brother.
Take us with you.
Well, depends if we're going to the Cocal or not. Now, look. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
I think this is the end of the AI slop that I was really worried about. Look at this stuff in the background. Look. And they tried to trick me. And see, if you guys knew, I'm playing Space Invaders right now on the other screen. Spam sniping all the pop-ups and fucking slop that's going to interrupt us from our otherwise quality conversation.
Pew, pew, pew.
Right, cock blocking me from education, wisdom, and understanding. Ah, man, you got to fight through the pricker bushes. You know? You got to fight through the pricker bushes.
At least we know it's not just us. Upper class is going through it too.
It's true. It's true. We ain't nobody special. Yeesh, I think I got it. Can we wave your hands in the air like you just don't care? No, look. See? And they tried me. Look at these scumbags. Look at them get down. They're so dirty.
Look at them rip off Apple.
That's so dirty.
Apple iPhone freaking headphone thing.
So dirty. Piece of shit.
What's up with both of their faces like...
Oh, I don't know. All I care about at this time is getting rid of the fucking pop-ups so I can read this article.
Are you reading it?
Is brutal.
This is torture.
Look, how are they still...
This
It
is
makes
abuse.
you want to scream. So I'm just going to show everybody. I've been trying to stop this multimedia from playing for the last 5 minutes just so I could read the article for you. That's all I'm trying to do. It is so broken. And don't think it's just this website. Look. Here we go.
It's everywhere.
Look. How is it still going?
Yeah,
Get rid of it forever. You know? It's like a nightmare. I'm just going to read this and scream.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Like, holy shit. Linda, you fucking asshole. What is Alpha? The AI's only school of the future. Are you hearing this? Is everybody hearing this? Does this sound like fun? What is Alpha? The AI only school of the future? Question mark, question mark. The federal government wants to revamp the education system with artificial intelligence. Why would you go to school to be, if the purpose of going to school is to encourage becoming intelligent, then why would you do it artificially?
To show it's a scam.
Well, if you ask me, public school has always been a scam.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is my opinion, but I based on my experience, the public school institution is a scam. Anyhow. Holy shit. All right. Could you learn all that you need to know about reading, science, and math in just 2 hours? 2 hours spent staring at a screen with the help of an AI teacher? A small group of students across the country are testing it out. They're the next generation of learners molded and shaped by the tech teaching of AI School, the AI-powered private school, touted by the federal government as a possible future for education. What do you think about that, y'all? I'm done with these motherfuckers over here. I'm so tired of these fucking... Not the article, everybody. The ads. I can't stand it. Lexi, would you like to say anything intelligent? Because I don't even have anything. I'm so mad at these ads. I can't even think about the article.
What's interesting is I bet a lot of people either predicted that AI was also going to replace teachers.
Yes.
But I'm sure that they're the same people that are like, oh my God, they're trying to replace teachers. What's next? You know? And it's like, it kind of makes sense to me that AI is going to start replacing teachers because teachers haven't really been fair paid anyway. Same with the factory workers. So
are you saying that people have been complaining about schools long enough where maybe we don't even need them?
Yeah,
okay.
Definitely.
I'm not going to argue with that. I don't know.
Especially with like school shootings. Like, okay, you have this AI teacher. Is this AI school going to AI protect you from school shooters that are not AI?
I don't know about that, but you bring up an interesting point. If you're playing on the computer at home, I think it's less likely that you'll be shot at school. Mm-hmm. So I'll say that.
Who knows? Maybe it could be a good thing.
I don't know. I think the idea is that everybody on the internet, we're all supposed to rush to the comment section and play expert. Yeah. But I don't claim that I'm an expert at things, and I'm one of the people on the internet, contrary to the popular personalities, that claim that they know about things. For me, it's quite the opposite. I do this program because I don't know shit.
Yeah.
I connect with people, and I put myself out there because I don't know anything. Mm-hmm. I'm constantly reminding myself and others that a lot of the things that I do are for the purpose of acquiring education, knowledge, understanding, wisdom.
That's why we ask questions.
Right.
And we say things like maybe because we don't know.
I think we're in trouble, all of us, when we're all role-playing expert at the same time. Let's check this one out. I wanted to get rid of this stupid thing. Stop seeing this ad. Not interested. Hi. Look, there's more to come, you know? All right, everybody. Spirit Box's Courtney LaPlante issues a quiet warning about letting others guide your band. I love her.
She's great.
If people won't listen to me, maybe they'll listen to Courtney LaPlante.
Right.
All right, everybody. Spirit Box's Courtney LaPlante recently shared insights about the band's approach to creative independence, discussing lessons learned from previous band experience in a statement shared on Consequence. I'm going to try to see if I can fix my microphone just a little bit. P. Fucking thing. D. Okay. Baby Bunkers went to Boston. That's a little bit better. Spirit Box's Courtney. It's like crazy today. I don't know what's going on with this. All right. So let's get into it. Anybody hungry for some fucking AI hamburgers? What the fuck?
I think it's weird that they call it a biggie bag.
Well, you're going to be in big
Are you
trouble.
trying to appeal to children? Biggie bag?
Can I tell you something? A large part of all advertising and marketing is geared towards children because they need to persuade customers for a lifetime. So a lot of, from iPhone to Ronald McDonald to Nike to Biggie Bag to Sepsiss, a lot of it is marketed at wide audiences to secure lifelong interactions. Brand, like people, recognizable brands and banners that people can trust and build credibility with over time. That's not always sinister, but I don't know. Lots of people use cute words for everything, you know, like in drill rap, you know, they call it, you know, the blicky, you know, that's kind of a cute word, right? But it's been like kind of like, what the fuck? These motherfuckers just started eating in front of us. You saw that?
Yeah.
First they weren't. Now everybody's eating in front of us. We didn't even ask them to do that.
You didn't even touch it.
What the fuck? But what I'm saying is everything is pinky and stinky and tweaky and poppy and, you know? Like
Yeah.
Everything is like that now. Unfortunately, especially in this country, we cater to like Skinner, you know, pedo baby talk bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, wop, 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 and we, you know, this
Yeah.
baby talk stuff.
I'm starting to like pick up on that.
Talking like a baby. We go through our whole lives, right? And we are a creature that spends a lot of our life as a child, right? And we fight gravity, right? And to grow to be an adult. And we unlock all of these features, these intellectual features of our lives, like driver's license and guns and porno. And we fight our entire lives to finally be adults. And we all throw it out for mumble rap and baby talk.
Yeah.
I don't get.
I'm starting to pick up on that. Like as we carry on,
they
and
install
learn
this
more.
because it's nostalgia. It's nationalism and nostalgia.
It's the abuse.
Yes, they're doing it again. Rocking you to sleep. Rocking you to sleep. You know what I mean? So, quite literally, when we're children, they're installing. And I'm not saying this is like conspiracy stuff. This is just regular marketing. Yes, people have dark corners of advertising, and there's all kinds of conspiratorial evidence. Okay? Yes. marketing and capitalism is aggressive. It's aggressive and it can be harmful. We already know that. I'm not getting into the conspiracy stuff. I'm just saying, like, blanket statement. We start advertising as soon as kids are born. That's why by the time you are an adult, you're buying Gerber, Graco. You're buying brands that you can remember when you were a child, like Tonka. That's why a lot of brands are not replaced. A lot of brands are just simply reorganized, remixed, and then put back in front of the next generation. Flare pants, bell bottoms, quite literally, I could turn the internet off right now, right? Have it disappear for 100 years. Invent it again 100 years later from now and just pretend like it's a new thing and everyone will think I'm a fucking genius.
Mm-hmm.
All I would have to do is it's fucking crazy. But people are slow, man. All I would have to do is take something like FM radio, right? Or, here's something kind of funny. A few years ago, we all turned to streaming, right? Before that, music was on CDs, right? And that was largely the music industry. It was music you can hold. Kind of a cool invention, right? But before there were CDs that you can hold, the radio was in the air. It was in the airwaves. It was in the cloud of its time, right? And then radio wasn't as important anymore, right? And you could hold physical media, right? And then we gave up physical media for streaming. And once again, we responded to streaming like it was an invention. It was music in the air, in the cloud, whether it be Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, whatever you want to call it. It's still the same as FM radio in the sense that it's data floating around in the atmosphere, right? And then we all pretended like we made it up again. So we had the radio and music floating around in the air, and it was the coolest thing. And you weren't a musician unless your music was in the air and on the airwaves and floating around in the air. And then they convinced everybody you're not a real musician unless you're on a digital CD that you could physically hold. And then a few years after that, they pretended like they made up music on the airwaves again and said, now we're going to stream and take music off the physical devices again. And what are you seeing now again? Physical devices and physical music coming back and people pretending like it's all brand new again.
But vinyls have been here from the test of time.
And so have the United States colonies.
Mm-hmm.
So have the Africans. It's just that people keep saying that they discovered them. The Africans were never discovered.
You didn't discover nothing.
They were already here. It's just every few years somebody goes, we're going to make up a new delivery system for the music and pretend that I invented it.
When we all know you didn't invent it.
It's no different recording music and taking a snapshot of you playing music live and giving that physical data, giving that intellectual data to a middleman so he can advertise it on devices.
Mm-hmm.
The actual that you can call it something, you can categorize it. It's just music in the air. Everything's just up in the air. Mm-hmm. And every few years we repackage it, we remix it, we call it something else, but it's really just giving your fucking music to rich people so they can put it up in the air again and use it for advertising fodder.
Yeah, and exploit you.
You know. But you really do. Anyways, I can't believe I just went on about that. But that's why. Biggie bag, jiggy, jiggy, jiggy man, jiggle, jiggle. Everybody shake your bum, bum, tail feather. People make funny words, and you're a musician. People say jingles and tingles that mingle, right? So they don't stay single. People rhyme words, and they sparkle, and they flash and flare and flirt for advertising. Like a peacock, blooms its feathers. LaPlante's comments came in a response to a question about her and Mike Stringer's transition from I Wrestled a Bear Once, forming Spirit Box, and what they learned from that earlier band experience. This is a direct quote, so let's check it out. We had the privilege of joining an already established band that, they were all a minimum like 5 years older than us. Some of the guys were, 10 years older than Michael. So we got to learn from their mistakes and their victories. And basically, it was like having a big brother show us what to do and what not to do. I love that.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. A lot of people, like today in the music business, everybody thinks that the way to go is to study people's success. Look at the algorithm, study the demographics, analyze the data in the metrics, look at the most successful people, and try to improve on that metric. That's been the internet bro dude thing to do for a while. But take it from LaPlante here. There's a lot that we can also learn from the opposite of what some people may consider a success, because we all view and measure success so differently. I can agree and say that I've learned a lot more from my mistakes than any perceived symbolic or manufactured success. The vocalist emphasized how the experience shaped their current band philosophy. She goes on to say, but one thing we have learned from that, we realize that we just don't really need to compromise what we want to do, and that a band is a team effort. If it's not, if everyone can't see eye to eye, it's better for everyone to just make their own music. LaPlante concluded by explaining their preference for a creative autonomy. She goes on to say, I personally, and Michael, I think that we just work better without, outside forces wanting to guide us in a different way, which could be good or bad because it's nice to have some guidance. But I think we like to go off and just carve our own path and do our own thing. This philosophy of creative independence has been central to Spirit Box's journey since their formation. What do you think, Lex, about that? Do you have any thoughts about that? I love it. I mean, you know how I feel about that, obviously.
It really shows how she viewed her time with Wrestled a Bear Once, and the way she articulated that time with them is not like, oh, it was just like a band that I'm no longer in. It's more like, oh, I used that band to help me form what you guys see today of Spirit Box.
She was mad
and
polite,
for her
too.
to articulate her past band with this band like that, it really shows how well of a good role model she is.
And she was polite. I love
Yeah.
that. Graceful, polite.
Mm-hmm. She didn't shame them or bash them or nothing. She was just like, I learned from them, they learned from me, we all work together.
You see a lot of outspoken bands online, and you may or may not like them. We're an outspoken band. And right now, more than ever, you're seeing a lot more outspoken bands. But one thing you'll see in terms of bands that are outspoken, they might speak their mind. You may agree or disagree with them. You may like or dislike what they have to say, but if you notice, the bands that speak out, they never punch down on humanity. They never punch down on other bands. They might say strong things or might have controversial personalities, but all of the most outspoken bands, whether they're talking about culture, whether they're speaking out against prejudice or war or politics or unpopular topics like religion, the most popular bands, you'll notice they never punch down on humanity. They never use words that are taking away from other groups or kinds or versions of people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, think of all the most outspoken artists that you can think of in your mind. They never spoke or punched down on their colleagues. They never named names or trash people or drag people. You never see it.
Ever. Only grace and
we
intelligence.
say some strong things, and we have some strong opinions, and we're outspoken, and a lot of people may disagree or cheer us on for that matter. But because that's not what we're looking for, that's not the goal, people know that we're not outspoken with the intention of punching down on any version of humanity. Mm-hmm. I mean, name one group, name one particular prejudice that you really believe someone like me has. You know, if you were somebody who thought strongly that I had some sort of a prejudice or that I was in a closet about something, I am the perfect candidate to call out. You know, I'm giving everybody the opportunity. What particular prejudice? And say so clearly in the comments. You know, if there's something that you feel deeply in your heart, if you could really look at a person like me and believe that someone like me is prejudiced about anything, I welcome and challenge anyone to just simply put down or list what kind or group of person or people that somebody like me would build that kind of energy up for real. Let's do this one. Do with them thighs. Okay.
Oh, wow.
How making 6 figures on OnlyFans selling feet pics. So I've been seeing a lot of, rock and roll bands and artists and entertainers make jokes about possibly going on OnlyFans and what that would be like. You also hear a lot of artists saying that they want to become streamers or gamers or, I don't know, Lexi, you knit hats?
Yes.
I think there's one thing that rock and roll artists don't get about passive income, right? Or going the extra mile even, you know. And I think that being a streamer is easy. Or like being a podcast is easy. That it's just like crash income. And I just think that that's a popular belief online that, I mean, if you think that you can make money by selling pictures of your feet, then why aren't you doing it? Like if you're somebody at home and you think that you could sell pictures of your haircut, then what is preventing you? Your morals? Like if you could pay the rent by selling pictures of your body parts, what is preventing you? Your morals?
One really has to wonder.
It's just, you know what I mean? All I'm saying.
Personal inventory.
Right. People will point out how demeaning it is to sell pictures of your lips on the internet. And those same people will whack off to pictures of lips on the internet.
Mm-hmm. Behind closed doors.
What the fuck is wrong with this thing today? Good Lord. It's my fucking, hello. This goddamn thing. It's really had it. Hello.
We really need new wires.
I do.
Guys.
This is bad.
Podcast
hello.
people.
Jesus Christ.
Wires. What do we do?
All right. Look at that foot.
That's a pretty picture.
No free feet has become a meme online. But for some creators, it's actually true. Actually, shout out to homie Ed. I remember Ed saying, hey, if y'all are going to flash your feet online, you might as well be making some money. And he's right. Shout out to Ed. You really know.
Ed knows the shits.
Ed knows the real deal. No, what Ed knows is how not to waste people's time and value. I appreciate that. So let's get down to this. Clips for sale. Top 10 fetishes that define the last 20 years. The humble foot fetish topped the list. It's popular, which means it's profitable. So that's what they're saying. And like, there's a lot of people out there that'll go, oh my God, that's so gross and demeaning. How can people show their feet online for money? And that's the same type of people that'll lick an asshole. Same type of people that think feet are gross are the same type of people that'll French kiss somebody's asshole. Just saying. Naomi Noel is a foot creator. She's a stripper and a porn performer. On OnlyFans, her foot content literally pays off. She makes around 6 figures a year on the platform for 1 month. In 2025, she made over 12 grand. I mean, I don't know how they're knowing that. I guess maybe she's reporting that. Mashview interviewed Noel about her content and her money-making toes.
Cute.
I mean, well, here's the thing. I mean, what the fuck? To me, the people that feel so strongly about folks that are making money off of showing their feet online, I feel like those people are jealous because they don't make money showing their feet online. Like, there's like people that, for instance, why would you be mad at a roofer? You're gonna drive past a house, you're gonna see a group of guys up on a roof, and you're gonna say, wow, they're up there building that roof. They don't even live in that house. That looks demeaning. That looks dangerous. And I otherwise would never do such a thing. I don't ever want to get up on a roof. That's a job I would never do. And people will say, my goodness, that is dangerous and to some degree not worth the money. Well, in some respects, like, that is a job that nobody wants to do, right? So when people see people showing their vaginas for a job and they go, oh my God, that's a job I would never want to do. That's no different than roofing. Roofing's a job that some people really don't want to do. Some people look at the job of dishwasher. There are a lot of people out there that think being an Uber driver or a dishwasher is demeaning.
Yeah.
There are.
Seems that they're getting their morals involved.
I think it's more demeaning to climb up on a roof for 10 hours and get paid unfairly than it is to spread your toes online and pay the rent from the comfort of your home. What do you think is more demeaning? I mean, it really is a toss-up.
Mm.
We go dig holes in the sun and build somebody else's house that you'll never live in.
That's pretty demeaning.
Right. Build roofs and farm fields that you'll never live in. Package food and electronics that will never be in your house. That's pretty demeaning.
Yeah. That's very demeaning.
What's more demeaning? Musicians get on stage after investing themselves in a lifetime of music, gear, and education, gas money, driving to a show, setting up the entire band, and playing a quality show and getting paid no money, getting ripped off from Spotify, and having your friends and family laugh at you for being in a band. That's pretty demeaning.
That's more demeaning than selling feet pictures online.
Right. What's more demeaning? Selling feet pictures online or investing your entire life in music, uploading it online, and getting ripped off by Spotify? What's more demeaning?
Getting ripped off by Spotify, in my opinion.
That shit is crazy. Anyhow. So, she found a foot creator. She can't recall who now, and she since retired, who taught her, Noelle, how to post on Instagram for an audience that loves feet.
That's awesome.
And people go, great. Oh, people go, that's gross. But, like, would it be gross if it was her eyes?
All of a sudden, it's no longer gross.
Right. Like, what if she was doing a fitness?
It's no longer.
Right. If she was showing her muscles and biceps at the gym, would it be different?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
they would love that.
What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, I think that people would like to look at her biceps. Probably, they would probably enjoy her cooking. Somebody out there would love her poetry, and she's found plenty of people that enjoy her feet. And I think that people that get mad at feet creators, I think that they're jealous because they can't pay the rent showing their feet.
Exactly. That's exactly what that is. Or they're too insecure to show their feet, or, like you said, their morals get involved and their beliefs, and then the Christ.
Right. It really comes down to what you believe. You know,
religion.
Would you be more comfortable selling hand pictures? But some people don't mind sending a picture of their Johnson or their vagina, but they move the goalpost when it comes to feet, is all I'm saying. It's not even a private part.
No, it's your foot.
Put a 1 in the chat if you are intimidated by stinky, smelly feet. If feet are afraid of you, put a 2 in the chat. So yeah, if you are intimidated by body parts, put a 3 in the chat.
The unfollow.
Yeah, seriously. I think that, like we were saying earlier, if you have fought gravity and you have survived your entire awful childhood to become an adult, don't be talked out of loving your smelly feet. Okay?
And body parts.
And your little body parts. Just make sure that you share them with people that enjoy it, and you're not.
I think we understand.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I think we understand.
Thank you for being. Everybody wear gloves.
Cap it before you tap it.
Is that what they say now?
No, it's wrap it. I said cap it. I meant wrap it. I'm sorry, guys. It's wrap it.
Call the police it before you release it.
Before you speak it, call the police.
What do we got here?
Rainbow.
So, hopefully this one doesn't break down.
Rainbow.
I don't know what's going on.
Love Rainbow.
I'm glad you do. Apple is secretly working on smart glasses, AI pendant, and AirPods, report says. Well, guess what? It's not a fucking secret now.
Yeah. It's not. They're not like are secretly working on anything.
Because now we know about it. It's been reported here.
What the fuck?
Apple's smart glasses, powered by the long-awaited AI Siri, could go into production this year. I'm gonna go out on Front Street and say I'm not waiting for Siri. Who out there is waiting for AI Siri to fuck him in the ass?
Well, anal is a little different than this topic.
I don't know if we could do anal on this
No.
website. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, who seems to have a direct line into goings on. I love all this code
So
word.
you're a whistleblower?
He's a fucking snitch.
Right.
He has a direct line into the goings on at Apple and snitched today that Apple is working on a trio of new AI wearables, smart glasses, and pendant style device, and let's not forget AI powered AirPods. Aren't you guys so excited?
No.
Gurman reports that all three products would put you out of house and home. No, no, just kidding. That they would be linked. This is good for everybody. This would be linked straight to Donald Trump's cell phone.
Ew.
So
It's going to be
I'm just
linked
kidding.
to a rapist.
I'm just kidding. Well, it will be linked to a sex offender. There's no question. Any device that you've ever used is linked to a sex offender. Facts. All sex offenders used the leading technology to rip, rape, steal, and shake.
Ew.
Yo, people may not realize this about me, but I grew up with people that killed their fucking parents, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I grew up with people and I ate fucking cereal, okay?
It's terrible, the
I
abuse.
ate, yes, man, I ate bird seed in fucking waffles with baby shakers and kids that killed their fucking mother. That's where I'm from.
So this is real life.
Right. I don't give a shit.
Believe the victims.
Or don't. But it's because it's not going to change real life.
Right.
You could ignore everything. You could ignore the Epstein files. But the fact of the matter is there were actual victims and young women that came forward as children and reported that they were being sexually assaulted. It's up to you as an adult whether you want to believe rich and powerful men or people that report abuse. That's on you.
Yeah.
It really is too. Like
Yeah,
it's
that's your problem.
Yeah, it's up to the person. I'm not telling you one way or another. You do what you want with it. My conscience is fucking clean. In addition, Gurman reports that he's an idiot. Tim Cook and his employees are all going to snitch. They're all focusing heavily on drugs and alcohol. Of course, there's no guarantee that any of this shit will work. Eventually, everyone's going to call the fucking police on each other and go to court. That's it.
Then no more AI glasses.
Right.
Then Samsung's going to do it. Then Google's going to do
Right.
it. Then Instagram.
Then they're going to fucking stab each other in the back, rip up the treaty, and blame it on the African Americans.
And here we go. World War III.
You know what I'm saying? Just get it, man. It's fun.
It's a recipe that they do over and over and over and over
Right.
again.
Get into it. Or get out of it. Go back to Europe.
If you want to get out of it, go to Canada.
If you don't like what I'm saying, go back to fucking Europe. Do I care about this? I don't. I was going to care about this, and now
But
I
his
don't.
hat is dope.
It
That's
is. It is.
That's it.
It's the only thing.
Yeah.
We got 10 minutes, so I
Hi,
want to make
if you
sure
have
we're
a
doing
top
this right.
hat,
let's
you're
do this
cool.
one. This one's good.
Okay.
Grutte. We're gonna do the grutte. Jumping around, you're gonna do the grutte. I know I have to continue to babble like this because we're playing Space Invaders with the evil ads off screen. See? Every one of them. You can't go on the internet unless you've got a pocket full of Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially in 1984.
Somebody said that to me today.
We are. Everything is an advertisement.
God.
There's the thought police.
It reminds me of Judge. What's that? What's that movie with
Watch what you say, or they'll put you in a concentration camp and then kill you.
Can I tell you something? Who's gonna do that?
The thought police. ICE.
That's a possibility. I'm not trying to corner you. I'm just asking, because if there's anybody listening, we have heard a lot of people say lately, it's time to unify and it's time to go kick some butt, and you hear that the elites, and you see people throwing quotations in the air and saying that the elites and the bad guys are going to come. And my thing is, like, if we're all going to be led by fear and we're all supposed to be paranoid that the elites are coming, does anybody with common sense, when we say we, who are we referring to? And when you say the elites are coming, could you do us a favor respectfully and tell us clearly in plain English, who the fuck are you naming? Who are you listing? When people say we need to unify because the elites are coming and we need to stop them, who is we and who are the elites? And I don't mean, don't try to get out of this one. None of this transparency bullshit. Because transparency is supposed to mean, disclosure. But apparently it means isolation. I'm asking in plain English, when people say the deep state, the elites are coming to get us, can you name some names? Specifically, who the fuck are you talking about? Or are you just going to play it safe?
Right.
Because there's too many people out there that say we need to unify, we need to get together, and we need to go against them. Who the fuck are they? If we're all going to get together and we all need to be so terrified and everyone's going to come and get us, fine. If that's the case, fine. Here they come. Because I'm telling you, I'm not scared of nobody. Fuck ICE 100%.
And the people that support them.
And the people that support it. And if you're fucking paranoid or scared or something, they're going to come and get you. They ain't going to come and get me, I guarantee it.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to come and get you because you're fucking weak.
Yeah. And you support it.
Right, and you're right.
Weirdo.
So, so own up to it. It's not about sides and all of that, because we here are political atheists and we don't support or cheer on any political parties or any politicians, any public figures. Didn't your mother tell you not to talk to fucking strangers? Ronnie James Dio told you don't talk to strangers.
Also wrote it in a song.
Your mother told you don't talk to strangers.
So don't talk to them.
So we don't support people we've never fucking met before. We don't support people that wouldn't invite us over and have a conversation at their own table. That's not the kind of people that we look up to or admire. Mm-hmm. So we are political atheists. And in the same idea, as an atheist can't believe in God or religion, as political atheists, we don't pick sides. We don't pick our favorite villains or heroes or pedophiles.
Right. And neither should you.
And neither should you. Let's see what this guy talking about. Before I go on one. Gene Simmons issues a new statement responding to growing backlash over hip-hop comments. Oh, Gene. He's done it again. What's going on? Kiss frontman Gene. This is happening to me a lot today. Kiss frontman Gene Simmons recently addressed the controversy surrounding his comments about the rap and hip-hop artists in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He issued a new statement on Axis. There's Gene. There's Gene.
Hey.
Now there's the ad that's gonna fucking disrupt everybody.
Ends in 13 seconds, but it's stuck, so
13
I
seconds.
think we're good.
The statement came in response to backlash he received after questioning whether rap and hip-hop artists belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Simmons defended his position while acknowledging the musical roots shared across the genres. He goes on to say, interestingly, people get upset by opinions. Too bad, he says. Fact. Quote, rock and roll, jazz, blues, hip-hop all had roots in black music. No question about that. My question, however, is when are Led Zeppelin and AC/DC being inducted into the Hip-Hop Hall of Fame? I mean, I have to process that one for a while.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to speak on it. It's a question.
Is he talking in a matter of fairness between the two Hall of Fames?
I think that people have strong opinions about hip hop and rap artists being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because a lot of times it's hard to define and narrow down exactly what is determined and defined to be rock and roll.
Yeah, you would have to define what that is then.
Right. And respectively, okay. I'm processing a little bit of what Gene's question is, and I think the difference between, to answer Gene's question, I'm going to try to, okay?
Yeah.
There isn't a hip-hop Hall of Fame. First of all. So we can't this is all like hypothetical stuff, you know? But rock and roll is a music and hip-hop is a culture.
And that's the difference.
Right, yeah. And hip-hop's not a competition.
Mm-hmm.
Where rock and roll, you have the battle of the bands and you have the competition, the sport.
There's not really like a culture. It's more like a music genre. In that sense.
In rock and roll culture, it is. Now, hear me out. Specifically, the rock and roll culture is inherently competitive because of the Billboard charts.
Oh yeah.
The American Bandstand.
Yeah.
American Idol.
Yeah.
The nationalism that goes in with the whitewashing of rock and roll, the band battles, the competitions, the America's Best Dance Crews, America's Best Voice,
yeah,
America's Got Talent. You baked into the rock and roll banner, okay, is the Who Did It Better, the remix, the cover band, the tribute band, even in the sense of Elvis Presley, okay, and impersonators. Rock and roll has been made out to be an ecosystem, a symbol of Americana and capitalism, where hip hop is a culture that deals largely, hip-hop is a culture that expresses largely African American history, education, and celebration of a culture. Not rap is the music of hip-hop, okay?
Yeah.
But hip-hop is a culture. So you can't have hip-hop, you can't have a hip-hop Hall of Fames because hip-hop is the history of African American people. It's a tool, it's a classroom, it is a device for everybody. Hip-hop is a tool for white, black, yellow. hip hop is a global tool for people to learn about black people and African American culture. Whereas rock and roll is a remix in a mosaic of a lot of people's culture, kind of picked,
Yeah, they choose their favorites.
Right, kind of,
capitalism, competition, like you were saying earlier.
It's more about trophies and badges and symbols and banners and charts. That's rock and roll. That's Americana. Award ceremonies and being in the elite and being a part of fancy friendships and clubs. That's very rock and roll. That's very American.
Yeah.
Whereas hip hop, that's not a music. Rap is a music. Rap is music. Trap is music. Whereas hip hop is more of a classroom tool.
Mm-hmm.
It's hip hop is more of a current events delivery system. It's more of a delivery system in the form of art, in the form of culture, in the form of expression, fashion.
Yeah.
You have those elements where and rock music, largely the fashion is inherited from other people's cultures.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of the heavy metal culture, when you see the leather and spikes and different things like that, it comes from BDSM culture and LGBTQ plus culture. Yeah. Heavy metal and hard rock borrowed that. You see Gene Simmons explain that the earliest versions of rock and roll are inherited from early transatlantic blues and slave gospel and country music. I mean, you see Gene Simmons say that here.
Yeah.
So he doesn't he's not making it an issue about that.
No.
No, but I have to process that more. What do you guys think at home? What do you think, Lex? Shit. You know stuff. Cuz you've read books by Gene Simmons before.
Well, firstly, his question,
I mean, I don't have a problem with Led Zeppelin going to the Rap Hall of Fame, but they don't rap. I mean, they might not win. I don't know.
Right. And it goes into what you were saying, like, for him to even ask that question.
For excuse me, I just wanted to say, for Led Zeppelin, for Gene Simmons, this is for you, Gene. Somebody tag Gene Simmons. In order for Led Zeppelin to go to the Hip Hop or Rap Hall of Fame, they would have to sing about African American culture, history, education, current events.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, like rock music, they don't sing about their lives as white people in suburbia, they don't, you know what I mean? Like, rock and roll music is not about current events. In fact, we are told all the time to keep current events out of rock music, aren't we?
Yeah.
So that's different. In hip-hop music, it's encouraged that you talk about what's really going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where in rock music, it's more about fantasy and dungeons and dragons and symbolism.
Yeah.
Where in hip-hop and rap, it's more talking about things that are actually really happening.
Mm-hmm. So there's a difference.
Yeah. We couldn't have AC/DC go to the Hip Hop Hall of Fame because hip hop is not a music, and AC/DC would have to be making music about African American heritage and culture, and But I want to make it perfectly clear that hip hop is a tool for everyone to learn about hip hop.
Yeah.
It's not made for anybody.
Mm.
I don't think rock and roll is either. I don't think rock and roll is made for anyone specifically. I might be being generous there. I don't know. What do you guys think? I thought this was kind of funny. We'll end it with this one. Oops, sorry guys. Boop. All right, guys, here it is. Elon's Pizza wants to build a giant catapult on the moon. What do you guys think? You love this. You love space and everything, right? I want to make sure we don't have any of this crazy shit going on. There it is, fuckers. Can't find the Epstein files, but we can find all the ads in the world. Get this shit out of here.
Right.
All right, guys. So here it is. You know, look at they're doing it. You can't even get past it anymore, Lex. See, they got you now, no matter what. All right, guys. For years, Elon Musk, he's been talking about colonizing Mars. And look, and I'm not saying that. It actually says that. Like, this is the actual English that they're using. Read the screen if you want to. For years, when I call Elon Musk a colonizer, it's not because I made it up. Look it on the screen. I'm not a smart person. I'm not claiming to know anything. But people who fucking swear that they know stuff, they call Elon Musk a colonizer. For years, Elon Musk has talked about colonizing Mars. Now he's talking about building Looney Tunes contraptions on the moon. The New York Times reported Elon's Pizza told employees at XAI, sounds like a fucking underage porn company. Oh, it is. On Tuesday evening that he wants to build a factory on the moon to construct AI data centers because they won't let him do it in black neighborhoods. Not only that, but Musk wants the factory to include some type of gigantic space catapult called Mass Driver that would then hopefully launch Elon Musk into fucking outer space forever and never to return. Look, if Elon Musk wants to build a catapult, I say let's not stop him. Let's help him out. Let's help him colonize Venus, and let's build a catapult. Elon's Pizza, Elon Musk, you can sit at home, brother. We, the slaves of Earth, will build your catapult for you. We will package you up with Grok and all your little AI pedophile protecting buddies. We will get you on your catapult, you, Donald Trump, and all the others, and we will catapult you motherfuckers. We will build, you don't have to move a muscle. Hey everybody, haven't you heard? Elon's Pizza wants to build a catapult. It's not terrible news. He can sit at home and jerk off to baby porn while we build it for him. And when we're done, we're going to put him and that fat fuck Donald Trump on a catapult. And we're going to fucking catapult these motherfuckers into the ozone layer, never to return. Honey, your phone, your mic died, so I'm gonna allow you to get the last word in. But all I wanted to say is, I am 100% for catapulting Elon's Pizza the fuck out of here. Would you like to say any kind words? That's it. Lexi says, come and hang out with us next weekend. Yeah. Well, not next weekend. A couple of weekends. In Norwood, Massachusetts, and of course at Brattleboro, Vermont. Much love to y'all. See y'all next week on the Sepsiss Show. Get a catapult the fuck out of here.